So I am partaking in a beverage or two, or like a few. Gardyloo. Hello, what is up? I have had a few beverages, one or two, or maybe a few, you'll never know. I thought today I would talk about more movies. I thought I would take you on a little journey about some of the worst films I have ever watched. So that's what I'm doing today with my wine in hand, Gardyloo. I'm just going to pick some at random because I have a list that is my top and bottom 100. We'll be focusing on the bottom part. So let's talk about, I know what we can talk about. Last year, I paid money to go see Hurry Up Tomorrow.
But I hope you're able.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
In cinema. The biggest beefsteak.
Number one, your question is, what is your biggest mistake?
The biggest beefsteak.
Biggest beefsteak of my life, right? I hated it. I hated that film. It's confusing, it's long-winded, Jenna Ortega's talent is wasted in it. It feels like The Weeknd is sort of going, hey guys, isn't my music great? And you're just kind of like, yeah, I guess. I'm going to read you what I wrote, right? I put, what the hell, sure. This was certainly a motion picture where things happen and The Weeknd tries to tell a story. This was like Misery, except the only one in Misery is me. I suffered. Jenna Ortega did the best she could with what she had. Easily, I think that's meant to say easily the best part, but I've just put easily best part of the movie. The Weeknd was trying his best to act like himself, and Barry Keoghan was also there. A very self-righteous film that wants you to believe it has a lot to say, but in actuality, it says very much nothing. Basically, The Weeknd wants us to know that he is fucking fantastic. And while people love him, some people love him too much, which he doesn't like very much because he's a flawed human being. Is this how Sue felt watching Will in the Glee Club every day? Weeknd, please just stick to making music. That's where you shine best. I mean, it was bad. There's a whole scene where she's got him tied up in the bed. She's reciting his lyrics to him and being like, this is what it means, or it could mean this, or it could mean that. It's just amazing. And I'm just like, girl, if you wanted to tell us how great your lyrics were, just do an Instagram post. Like, it was bad. I hated it. It was not very good. The Boy Next Door, I'll talk about that one. So this is Jennifer Lopez and Ryan Guzman from one of the 911 shows. This film was bad. It's not very good, and it's very icky. I'll read to you what I wrote. Oh no, the teenager I had sex with started stalking me and killed my BFF Kristen Chenoweth and tried to kill my family. That basically sums up this whole movie. This movie gets 1 star purely for Jennifer Lopez and Kristen Chenoweth because I love them both, but I have no idea what possessed them when they read the script and thought, yes, that's a movie I want to star in. The movie tries really hard to get you to feel sympathy for JLo's character, but it just doesn't work. I have sympathy for JLo, however, because this movie is in her filmography. Overall, not a very good experience. It's basically, if I'm remembering it correctly, it's basically Jennifer Lopez's character falls in love with Ryan Guzman's character, and he's a high schooler, and I think she's a teacher. I don't know if she's his teacher, but she's a teacher in the school. And basically, the film tries to villainize him, even though she's the adult. Very weird. Yeah, it just felt weird. I didn't like it. It felt very icky. I was just like, I know you're trying to get me to root for JLo's character, but I really just can't. It's like weird. Evil Tapes. So Evil Tapes is a collection of short films made by Alexander Henderson. I don't know his YouTube name, but he does a lot of horror short films and he posts a lot of them to YouTube. And he's very recently, I watched a video from Nightmind. He covered Alex's collection of shorts that I think is a part of an ARG. VCR Willie, I think. They look really good. They look really good, right? This Evil Tapes, they're not very good. But my review for it is one of my most liked letterboxd reviews, so there's that. I wrote for this one, that first apartment smelled like Badusi. I haven't seen something funnier and not scarier than this. Literally was crying at some of this shit. These shorts ranged from scary woman in white dress to Jeff the Killer. But yeah, they were just very amateurish, very, I mean, credit where credit's due. You know, his career has to start somewhere, and like from some of the stuff I've seen from his recent work, it looks like he's vastly improved. But yeah, it wasn't good. And I watched it with my friends and we all laughed at it. We were just like, this is really bad. My Fault London. My Fault is a Now, I watched this last year on Valentine's Day. I don't know why. I really don't know why. There was a lot of good films I watched last year for Valentine's Day. This was not one of them. This is what I wrote. I just don't even know anymore, guys. Like, what the fuck? The soundtrack ate down for no reason. He ate her out for no reason. I felt like I was having a lobotomy. The siblings had sex and I was supposed to just watch casually. I just don't even know anymore, guys. But hey, slop is slop, and I'll take that over boring. Which I still agree with. I'd rather your film, bad and interesting, than like decent and boring. But yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. It's a really bad film. It was just like... And I think we'll end off with the film that's at the bottom of the bottom 100. And that film is a film called Alice in Terrorland. Now this film was awful. It was one of those films that was like, oh, I have a lot to say. But then when you actually hear it talk, you're like, oh, you're very much saying nothing. It's just a whole pile of nothingness. This is what I wrote. This was my 13th reason. I just can't even describe the absolute atrocity of this. This film literally has nothing to say. It's just a collection of scenes where the actors speak in riddles and tongues and everyone just sort of acted a little bit crazy and quirky and kooky. I literally want to gouge my eyes out and stomp on them while someone repeatedly stabs me with a knife while sticking a metal pipe through my ears. I would have taken more pleasure in a lobotomy. I just don't even know how I can go on after watching this. It's made my blood boil. This artsy-fartsy, up-itself, pretentious movie absolutely violating the Alice in Wonderland trademark. I think I'd get more pleasure eating rocks and snorting lines of chalk. Heinous. So, are you getting the energy? I really don't like it. It was just a whole nothing burger. It said nothing. It was just Alice walking around meeting the Alice in Wonderland characters, but dark and scary. And they were just like speaking in fucking riddles. And I was like, what are you actually trying to say? You're saying a whole lot of nothing. It's just fucking word salad. It's just like fucking imbeciles. I can't. I don't like it. It's a part of that sort of collection of films that are like, when something becomes like, what's the correct terms for it? But something becomes like free public domain, and these filmmakers quickly crank out like horror versions. Like there was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and then the sequel to that, and then Screamboat. There's this. You get them for any of them, right? I've watched maybe a couple of those films. Me and my friend used free cinema tickets to go see Screamboat. And was that film bad? Absolutely 1000%. But it was at least fun. It was stupid. Tyler Posey was in it for a little bit. It's just one of those films that like, it doesn't really take itself seriously. So you have fun with it. There's a fucking scene where two of the Disney princess characters are teaching each other how to goon. It's like, we're not a serious horror film. Alice in Terrorland, I get the impression it takes itself far too seriously. Maybe it's just a me thing. But it just, it's so like artsy fartsy. It's just like, oh, Alice, doobity doobity dooba, speaking in riddles, speaking in tongues. I'm saying a whole lot of nothing, but I'm making it sound like it's something. It's just like, fucking piss off. Just like get off my screen, please. I've had enough.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
That's it, basically. That's some of the worst films. If you want to hear a bit more, let me know. But I hope that you all got some entertainment out of this. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. Don't forget to smile.
Yeah. Okay, love you guys. Don't forget to smile.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!